What is going on, my YouTube friends and all my Patreon friends? How we living today? How we all doing, man? My friend Kylie sent me, right? Yeah, Kylie said to make sure I got this one. A PayPal request. This is 5 seconds of summer, no shame, easier and more. And you said this is from your last tour, and for whatever reason, my PayPal doesn't let me click on a link, and it's just like it Googles the link, the hyperlink when I try to search it. So I hope this is the right one. If it's not, I'll do another one for you. Just let me know. I picked the iHeartRadio daytime stage performance because these are usually pretty good. They usually sound pretty good. I like festivals. I've worked on a couple festivals before. So if you like my kind of tech breakdown stuff, hopefully that'll give me a little angle in there. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jess. I have a background as a live technician. So I try to like do a little bit of a breakdown with my reactions, especially around the live stuff. I've been spending lots of time in the studio lately too. I'm doing some mixing projects and stuff. So that's kind of the element I bring. But let's see what we can do, man. 5 seconds of summer was a lot of fun last time. He had a really cool voice. I remember that. That was like the big thing that stood out to me. So let's check this out. It's a medley, right? The drummer writes the song, someone said. Okay. Cool, man. That's the intro too, right? This is what they walked out to. Yeah, I watched them walk out. Cool. Because I like how it's still a build. The drums like beat the crap out of you. The snare drum for sure has like weight, like heavy weight to it. But the bass comes in and he's not playing the whole time. He's like, no. He's giving the singer space, right? I dig that a lot. We're past that now, but you know what I mean. Wow, man. Talk about like a springboard. I don't even know what to say. Hold on. Let me go back to that. That was clean. Wow. Like, I wish I knew the words. I want to know how that lines up. It's like a springboard, man. It like reminds me of like if you jumped off like a diving board. Bum, 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 bum. Oh man, and it's high though. I'm trying to figure out the placement of it. I can't figure out how to make my voice do that. Like I could do the jump, but like neat, man. Great melody. So there's a few things going on here. I just caught the drummer asking for something in his monitor. So lead singer is doing this. He's going chest to like head voice or falsetto, whatever you want to classify it as. I'm not really a vocal coach, but chest up, and then in the last kind of rounds, I think he stays in like his mixed, and that's probably just easier. If I'm being perfectly honest, it sounds give or take the same, and it's probably just easier in your voice because that's a tough section, man. That's got to be a hard section. Especially to go like from like full vocal to like that gentle na 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 na. Like that's tough, man. That's real tough. I think that was my mixed voice too. I don't know how loud I'm singing right now. I wasn't paying that much attention. But then I think the bass player is singing along with them. I think the bass player is doing it too. Or maybe the drummer. And then you see the drummer, he's waving for like his monitor technician. He's pointing for something up. You want like vocal up in the headphone or something like that, right? It's just like, it's interesting. It's just festival stage stuff where it's not always perfect. It's not always perfect, but we'll get there, right? some more of it. Ooh. God, he hits that drum. Yeah, I'm talking over the drum fill too. It's because I wasn't expecting it. He's beating the crap out of that auxiliary drum now too. It's pitched a little lower than the first one. Gonna spit me out. Like, come on, man. That's a great placement. That's a tough placement. For me, it's a real tough placement. Guitar player too. Drummer's a killer, man, because he's playing that like he's doing the like open hi-hat thing in between, and it looks like he's trying to break that head of that snare drum. But he's still doing monitor callouts, man. He still is like missing something. He still needs more of something. Could be anything. Could be anything with a microphone or an input on stage. So I don't know what it is that he's looking for, but like he hasn't missed a beat, and he's still playing these like killers, like kind of swing sections, right? Drums are nasty. Cool. It's a nice tone, nice guitar tone. If you know it, sing it. I really like those. I really like this melody, man. Going into his head voice like that. I always think it's brave. But I think it's such a well paid off risk when you execute it like this, man. This is a really nice melody. When the cameras are flashing. Like, that's tough, man. God, that's tough. I can't get over it. This drummer's dope. The band's dope too, man. But this drummer is like a killer, man. I love, like, he did that dead stop and shot on tour or whatever that was. Just everything he plays, man. It's like it's tasteful in the way that I like it, I guess, is what I'm getting at. We had a bass tone shift too, so it was pretty chunky before, man. It had like I just like make noises about bass sometimes. It had this like chung 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 to it, but now it's like distorted. It's got like an actual drive pedal or something in it, man. Like, that's great. I think bass should always be distorted. Listen to that. Ooh, it's clean now. It's like we're looking for the same thing, yeah. Do we really gotta do this now? Ride it with all your friends around. In the morning we can work it out. I love you so much that I hate you. Wow. Man, they're starting to build those drums now, like a big reverb coming in on those toms, big like Phil Collins reverb. Is everyone a singer? Is everyone in this band like a dope singer, man? Listen to this. Wow. Beautiful harmonies.
Every time that you say you're gonna leave, it's when you get the very best of me.
Man, I've been talking like crazy. This has got me going like crazy. The hi-hat and like the hi-hat versus the kick and the snare. The kick and the snare is so square. Just drives. And he's got this really nice like accent kind of rhythm going on the hi-hat, man. It's just like it's so intentional. I love the way he hits the drums though.
Yeah, we read, yeah, we breathe. I love you so much that I hate you. Right now it's so hard to blame you, 'cause you're so damn beautiful. Let's go. Easy to say, it's easy to go. I don't wanna know, 'cause I know that I'm never ever gonna change. You know that you're always gonna stay the same. Easy to say, it's easy to go. I don't wanna know, 'cause I know that I'm never ever gonna change. You know you don't wanna hang away.
They're all killers, man. Nice. There's a big delay there too, man. That's my sound guy stuff. I love that stuff. I love that. I would have done that too.
You know you don't wanna hang away. Hardest part of all.
You hear that? The fall. Love that. I love that.
Hardest part of all. One more time, sing. Is it easy to stay? Is it? You know that you're always gonna stay the same. Is it easy to stay? Is it easy to go? I don't wanna know, 'cause I know that I'm never ever gonna change. You know you don't want any of
This drummer, man. I love the guitars, man. Like this is a ES335, I want to say, unless it's like a different version. The Gibson ones, they're beautiful, man. I almost bought like a matte black one once. Oh, they're just stunning. I don't really know how to describe them. They're real buttery, but they have like a real open sound because it's semi acoustic, right? Or like not it's semi hollow. It's not semi acoustic, it's semi hollow. So you do get like projections out of this F hole. And the way that the like wood and like the design is like carved out, because like this is a faceplate that it goes on top of a piece of wood, I'm pretty sure, depending on the build. It's just the way that it like sustains and everything. It's just like real buttery, real nice and smooth. Versus the like the double cutaway, that one will be like less sustaining, more bitey. Yeah, I think it's like a Joan Jett guitar, which I think is really rock and roll. It might even be like a Joan Jett model, unless he's got his own. But the double cutaway, like it's just less wood. That's it, right? Like there's less wood involved, and so it's got less sustain, less resonance just naturally. But they're brighter. They're like people put like P90s in them, which is just like a more aggressive like kind of pickup. There's some other ones too. There's like a hot rodded ones and stuff. They're just real bitey. They're real like enunciated and real bitey. So the contrast of the two would be really nice. It'd be like the bluesiest side of AC/DC versus the bitiest side of AC/DC, just in two guitars. And I think that's great. I think it's fantastic. See, drums need room. That's the thing. And drums need a room sound. So we're getting nerdy, my friends. I hope you're bearing with me in this. So when you record a drum kit, you have like kick in, kick out, snare top, snare bottom, but you also have overhead left, overhead right, room left, room right. Because when's the last time you put your ear this close to a snare drum and listen to it? And then we go and think it's clever to put a microphone there. So anyways, you need room sound. So in absence of that, when you're on a festival stage, you use effects like a reverb, because a reverb emulates like a cathedral sound or like a reverb sound, a hall sound, right? So then now you have the room sound. You have distance. You're creating distance with the source. So now you have this like brittle top end, and it's crispy, and it's probably modeled after some beautiful church or cathedral or something like that. There's all kinds of them, but you need that. So. And I love it. I probably would have abused that kind of thing in my day, or someone would have considered I abused it, but I just loved it. I think there's something about just like a drum needs room. That's it. That's all. Hear that? And the tongs? God, that's heavy.
It's me and you are living in the same place. Why do we feel alone? We feel alone. Our shots full of everything we want, but it's an empty home. Empty home.
So that one, contrary to the delay before, I think that one might have been part of the track. I think that one is like it's an effect voice that's probably from the CD or from the recordings of the CD or recorded for this. Because I don't think it's exactly following the pattern of what he sings. And you can change the sound of what the delay sounds like. You change the EQ on the actual like relay of the delay. But I think this one was like pre-taped. And that's fine. Not like not pre-taped in a bad way, because it's obviously an effect. It's an ambient thing here. There's a couple different ways of doing it. You could automate like the board to do it, like at bar 863 of the entire set. There's a delay for a quarter note or a dotted quarter note for 2 beats, and then it goes away. Like you can automate that stuff now. Back in my day, you had to do it manually because we had all analog equipment. But I think this part was just part of the like track. Like if they have a keyboard, if they have an extra guitar, an acoustic guitar, anything, I think the delay is just a part of that. It's not like taken away from him singing at all. It's just a different way of creating ambience, I guess. And I could be wrong, but head voice. Wow, man. He was doing that with one in-ear in too. So, I mean, like, it's one thing for me to take a headphone, like one of my cans off and sing out loud. I might be able to sing better. I mean, I can hear myself here too, but if I can just hear my like natural acoustic voice. But this stage, man, who knows how loud it is? It might be like 100 decibels. This crowd, who knows how loud y'all were? Like, who knows, man? Like, and they do have some monitors. Like, these are feedback, like playback monitors for the band to hear what they're doing, right? And they'll do some, but they're not always perfect. They are very loud, but they're not always perfect. And then back to that exposed conversation about like head voice or falsetto being kind of risky. Like there's just less noise coming out of your mouth when you sing like that. Less information getting picked up by the microphone. So it's just tough, man. Like, good for him. That was a killer section. Killer section. Cool. So not quite like a megaphone, which I think I have. I think I have one on here since I've already kept y'all. So here we go. This is pretty loud and it's got a delay on it. But if you took this and if you squeezed it off to like a certain, you only let through a certain amount of frequencies or whatever, then you would get that tone too, right? And then while I'm playing with stuff, so the other one is this guy. No, this guy. So there's a delay and a room. It's kind of got this like room sound to it. You need that on a drum kit. You need it on a lot of things, but you need it on a drum kit. Distorted bass, man. Is that a single kick too? Sound like that's a single kick drum pedal he's doing. Like it sounds like double kicks, but I think that's just a single pedal though that he's using. Wild, man. He's got his in-ear out too, again. I think he cut a section of the outro there. That was way heavier than I was expecting it to be.
iHEARTRADIO Vegas, how we feeling?
Nice Gibson too.
Oh my goodness, we got some 5 Stars fans in the house. You all right out there? You sweaty? You hot?
Me too. I got this vest on.
Fantastic. Me too. I'm in a suit, and no one knows why. Way too hot.
I dug it, man. The suit with the tank underneath. I used to rock that when I pretended to be a rock star. Not that he's pretending, but when I pretended. But this is really cool, man. I like how like I bet you if you went and looked at their Spotify playlist or they're like For You, I bet you it's really heavy. If I'm being perfectly honest. Because like, man, those are some like tough breakdowns. And that stuff feels good, especially when you have like big instruments and big guitars and stuff and big drums, all the things. It feels good. But like to write that stuff and go out of your way to make that part of your performance, I think they probably have some heavy influences, man. But I really dug those vocal melodies, man. I probably talked about that enough. The going into the falsetto and the head voice, especially on live stuff, separates boys from the men, if I could, as a man. But anyways, my friends, Kylie, I appreciate this request. My friends, if you want to send me any links or requests yourselves, I have a PayPal link and a Patreon link in the description box. Come hang on Discord, like and subscribe here on YouTube, all that good YouTube stuff. And we'll see you all in the next one.